What's up, everyone? I won't be before you long today. I just wanted to quickly hop on and talk about a Detroit mother by the name of Tatiana Williams, who lost her children a few days ago because of hypothermia. They were living in a parking garage. I will let some videos play and then I will give my thoughts. Thanks for being here. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's take a look. Hello and welcome to Beauty by Jen. If you have or if you haven't been here, welcome either way.
I lost a 2-year-old. I'm dying inside. It hurt. I feel like my heart is breaking. And I have 2 more kids to live for.
It's been a long journey for Tatiana Williams with an even tougher battle ahead. She spent the last 3 months living in a van with her children.
And I regret having to sleep out there so bad. I tell them I'm sorry, but I tried. I tried to keep hotels. I tried to pay people to stay there. It wasn't working for me.
1 a.m. on Monday morning, they parked at the Hollywood Greektown Casino parking garage in below freezing temps. Overnight, the car ran out of gas, and the next day, her 9-year-old son was not breathing.
I tried to give him CPR, and I was just giving him CPR. I just kept saying, Fetty, don't leave me. Don't leave me, please.
After a friend helped take him to the hospital, her 2-year-old daughter was also found unresponsive. Both were later pronounced dead from what appears to be hypothermia.
She didn't even get to live her life. She didn't get to do nothing. She lost her life because I had to sleep in the car.
In a press conference, the mayor and city leaders confirmed that Tatiana did call the city's homeless response team back in November, but nothing ever came of it.
At least as far as we've been able to determine so far, the family never called back again for service. And as far as we've been able to tell, our homeless staff never proactively reached out to say, what happened with your situation? Was it resolved?
Mayor Duggan is now calling for a review of the city's homeless services, while Tatiana is now in a shelter and her kids are with relatives.
It took my 2 kids to die for y'all to help me. It just don't work like that. It hurt losing 2 kids in one night. You know, I don't wish this on nobody. And if you can get help, please go get help. Because I don't want nobody else to go through what I'm feeling.
And the new McFall Brothers Funeral Home here in Detroit is providing funeral services for these children free of charge to the family. Now, if you are homeless or on the verge of homelessness, you can call 866-313.
Well, tonight, Darren is getting the father's side of this story, hearing about the moment he learned 2 of his children had passed away.
Darnell Curry Sr. wiped away tears while talking with me about his children, Darnell Jr. and Amelia, and the distressing phone call he says he took from their mother, Tatiana Williams, on Monday.
I went to the gym. As soon as I got on the treadmill, she called saying, can I make it to the hospital right now? They gone. I was hoping it was a sick joke, but it wasn't.
According to Detroit police, 9-year-old Darnell Jr. and 2-year-old Amelia died while sleeping in a vehicle at the Hollywood Casino at Greektown parking garage. Investigators say the cause appears to be hypothermia, a tragedy stemming from homelessness.
I tried. I asked for help. I asked everybody, even people out of state. But I tried. I tried to keep hotels. I tried to pay people to stay there. It wasn't working for me. You know, people just didn't like so many kids at their house.
I spoke with the children's mother Tuesday evening. She told me she's been living in her vehicle for 3 months, along with her 4 kids, her mother, and 2 teenage siblings. She says she reached out to Curry, who's the father of 3 of her children.
I asked him, I said, can you get your kids for me? I said, I need help. You know I'm homeless. I done kept a room this long. I couldn't keep it no more.
They were homeless. Had Tatiana ever reached out asking to?
No, she did not. All she said was, can I get them? Can I get them just to get them? And can I get them because y'all homeless? That's 2 different things.
She said she had been homeless for 3 months.
See, that's what I saw, about 3 months, but she ain't never said nothing to me. Nothing. So all them other side stories, they can cut all that. No, she did not.
Curry, who lives in Novi, says Williams never specified why she wanted to drop their kids off to him.
She just asked, can I get them for a couple of days? But I told her I'm working and all that, and I'm out here. We're not close to each other, so I couldn't. But She knows all my family is right around the corner from her.
Did she reach out to any of your family?
No, she did not. And she knows she could have, like we always used to do.
He says the last time he held his children was a month or two ago, and that they typically FaceTime, moments he will miss.
And there's a, police investigation into this. What is it you would like to see come of this? Obviously, nothing's going to bring back your 9-year-old and your 2-year-old.
It doesn't matter to me. Can't get them back, so it's whatever.
Y'all want to know how I know that Tatiana isn't lying and how I know she is really trying her best when it comes to her children? Look at those interviews and look at her physical appearance and look at her baby father's physical appearance and just take mental notes. I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, but she looks like crap. And she looks like crap because she is a mother. And the judgment that she is receiving from people who think that they're in better positions than her is fucking sick. That woman don't look like she puts herself before those kids. So I don't know where the fuck y'all got that narrative from. That man looked cold and calloused, but he also looked groomed. Again, my prayers goes out to her and her family, because I have never been in that position, and thank God. I don't know what the fuck I would have done if I was in her shoes.
The mayor of Detroit spoke out about this woman's children dying literally while they were all sleeping in a van together in a parking garage in the city of Detroit. She ran out of gas and could not get to the homeless shelter less than 2 miles away if she wanted to, if she knew it was there. And he came on TV live talking about how there was a shelter less than 2 miles away. Sweetheart, if nobody knows that they're there, or if your homeless services division isn't reaching back out to the people that need these services, they might as well not exist. You're doing the thing, but you're doing it wrong, honey. I don't care how many resources you have. If you're not allowing people to know about them, you might as well not even have them. This part right here.
So yesterday, 2 young ladies passed away in a Detroit casino parking lot due to hypothermia. They were homeless. Their mother was homeless. And apparently there was supposed to be a Detroit homeless response team that I guess did not answer in time. And these young ladies basically froze to death, which is super sad. And they messed around and interviewed the father of the situation. I don't expect all men to like cry or show emotions to the point where they're overwhelmed on television. I can understand that. But he was super cold and distant. Apparently he hadn't seen those kids in a month. And she had been reaching out to him to take the children. If I find out that you're homeless, as a man, me personally, I don't care what none of these men say on this app. I'm coming to get my kids. And even in his story, there was never a point where she was like, we all of us come stay with you. She was like, hey, take your children until I figure this out. Okay, that is personally, that is reasonable to me as a man. My kids will be safe. Personally, I also think that he was lying. I think that he was lying about the kids being able to go over to his relative's house, because I think about it like this. I think about my family, and maybe my family might not be your family or whatever, but if they find out that these 2 children in Detroit are homeless, where it's cold as shit, the kids are immediately moving in. This is probably the worst father. And this is also why I say, number one, I believe in abortion. This is also why I say that you can't force no man to be a father. I literally just talked about that today. You cannot force a man to be a father. And he probably, this is going to suck to say, he probably couldn't wait for them kids to pass away or something to happen to them. Right? And that's how I seen it.
I listened to Tatiana's. I can't affix my lips to say father. I'm gonna say her children's donor, because listening to him and seeing I could tell that he was hurting over the loss of his kids. However, it was the magnitude of which he said when he said in the listening to him basically condemn Tatiana Williams for her kids, saying that, she said that she told him that she was homeless and she needed him to get the kids. His excuse for not getting them is that she didn't say that she was homeless. She just said, she didn't give him the reason. She just said that she needed him to get the kids. Motherfucker, why did she need to verbalize a specific reason or make it known that they were going to have to sleep in a fucking van where two of them lost their lives as a result of it, when you could have gotten them, period? And if you had been in good contact and literally being a good father to your kids, talking about that you hadn't been in contact for at least a month, well, that's not good fathering. I don't know any good father that would not be in contact with their underage kids for a month or over a month. And then the fact that you want to take the motherfucking haughty attitude to say, your family or whatever was down the street. Well, evidently she didn't feel close enough to them to be able to rely on them to get any fucking help because they didn't step in. And you should have known that your kids were dealing, and your kid's mother was dealing with such a dire situation that she shouldn't even have to been placed or been conflicted on how to deal with that situation alone. It was 5 kids, and you send your ass that problem in your comfy goddamn home while they died and lost their lives due to hypothermia. It's inexcusable, y'all. And I hate the fact that y'all guys really think that y'all get up. This is the type of stuff that I post about, y'all. And why I be telling y'all that single mothers got to fight, because we're the ones burdened with tasks like this. We're the ones that fought it when we come short, when we don't have enough energy or have come to the end of our road, when we beg everybody for help. And there is no more begging. And then you want to stand, it's like I said, the condemnation sees now. And in him being the father of 2 of those kids, actually fixing his mouth to be interviewed to put Tatiana down. I don't like that shit at all. I do not like that shit at all.
So I said I would give my thoughts on this. And in my opinion, this is absolutely heartbreaking. No parent should ever have to experience this kind of loss, and no child should suffer like this. It's devastating to hear that she was asking for help and still ended up in this unimaginable situation. This should have never happened. These children should be alive. It's horrifying that this mother reached out for help and was ignored. This was a failure on so many levels, and it is absolutely unacceptable. No family should have to go through this. Something needs to change. Something needs to happen so this never happens again. So just let me know your thoughts on all this. I just feel like I don't like how this went down at all. I feel like the father was way too nonchalant about it. I'm sorry. I wasn't going to blame any one person because they both had a hand in it, unfortunately. But I don't know. Just let me know your thoughts on it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time.